and thought to himself, how many ways can I make a black woman suffer? Huh? Creatively, like, let me just like throw random shit at her. Like, and I was like, okay. And remember, this is me in 2025 watching Acrimony for the first time. And afterwards, I said to him, this is my husband. I'm like, I really could have lived my whole life without this. I didn't need it. And then now Straw comes out. Oh, of course, I guess it's...
Wait, so you're saying when Acrimony came out, you didn't watch it?
I went. Like, I saw all the banter. I didn't really get into it because I just don't like Tyler Perry. And I knew since Medea. I knew since the Christmas movie, even when I was the only one, I was just like, I don't like it. I just don't like it. So I was fine. I was happy. And I had a community that didn't need me to know what that's all about.
Your husband.
Wow. I think we were bored, and he was just like, "You've never watched it," so it was like, okay, because like I've had those moments and people.
What was his impression of it? Was he like
he didn't say anything. He didn't want it. He just put it on. Okay.
Maybe he knew that it would elicit this response from you.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I guess. I thought, okay, fine, this is enough social conflict to have a thing. Because Acrimony is a bit, here and there, where it's like, okay, you can sort of see both sides. And it's complex enough for you to say, okay, this is, I guess, an interesting way to look at life, huh? Okay. And then Straw. Man said, you thought you'd seen black women suffer.
You know what? I think Tyler Perry has a thing of wanting to put a lot of themes in one movie, right? So, as a spoiler, if you haven't watched it, so. But
I don't really care for it, so
it's okay.
The way that
I don't need it.
A synopsis of the movie is that this lady has a daughter who has seizures, right? The daughter.
Wait, Anna doesn't watch it.
I haven't.
Do you want to watch spoilers?
Yeah, I'm okay with spoilers.
Okay.
You're okay with spoilers.
Wait,
because she's okay with watching Tyler Perry, so she's a unicorn.
No.
I'm not okay with watching Tyler Perry, but
you just want to watch
my experience with Tyler Perry is that it can go from 0 to 100. So
it does. You know what? Personally, I do watch Tyler Perry movies. I think I haven't watched all of them.
I don't know.
I haven't watched all of them, but I've watched the majority of it. I think there's
the Medeas. Medea goes to Christmas.
Every single
Medea goes to vacation.
This song was on holiday. There's some which I don't mind.
Year I've watched Diary of a Black Woman, Mad Black Woman.
I've watched that and I did.
What's that one about them praying? It's a family, something pray.
Pray love.
You wish.
The only one I think I haven't watched is and I've watched almost all the like sitcoms.
Oh, but I have watched Beauty in Black.
The Family That Prays.
That was the first time I watched a Tyler Perry made thing, and I was like,
was it good?
See, no. That one I haven't watched.
It was rough, like an episode or two.
That one actually
I think the problem is when you're pressing play on a Tyler Perry movie or film or whatever, it's something to suspend you from reality.
Yes.
You shouldn't be thinking, wow, I'm going to watch some really good acting and this is going to be the best storyline I've ever watched. No.
Yeah.
This is something for your brain to switch off.
Exactly.
It might aggravate you. It might anger you.
Black, my brain was completely off and I was just like...
Which is, you know what, actually, I haven't watched Beauty in Black. I think
it's so bingey.
The reviews, can I say?
I couldn't make it.
I need to be a zombie about it.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, let me tell you.
It's about what?
The movie.
It's black girl suffering somehow.
No, this one is not black girl suffering. It's black luxury and opulence, but then killing each other.
I watched one episode and that didn't look good. Wasn't it like some weird prostitution?
Yes. Okay. Well, there was. Okay. The other.
What's luxurious about that? There's always a price. If she's enjoying, there's a price to be paid.
She needs to be a prostitute for her to enjoy.
But then no, she's not going to enjoy. She's not going to enjoy because now she's married to the kingpin of the prostitution situation.
But she's still suffering.
She's going to suffer, but
in a Bentley.
No. But I will say, I watched an interview that he did, because everybody also, similar to Amanda, said, why is it that Tyler Perry always does movies or whatever where black women are constantly suffering? Right.
Oh, he's the black woman.
And see now,
his damn self.
And his response was,
something is wrong.
His response was, and I do. Yes, I do. And it's because these are the women that raised me. These were my aunts. These were my mom's friends. This was my mom. So I'm depicting women that I have experienced. This is what he says. So it could be contextual, right? That because, but listen, if you watch the reviews, Anditi, watch the reviews, everybody says, I cried the whole time. I cried, I identified. I cried the whole time. Me, cried zero. Enjoyed the movie, cried nothing.
I won't lie.
Because why?
I was in my luteal phase, but damn, I cried. But it was just like, what the fuck? Do you know what he did? What did he do? The baby died.
Oh no! After everything.
No!
During
beginning. So here's
First of all, right?
The lady, the kid died. Then she went into a psychosis. So the entire movie is her in a psychosis. But only at the end do we know that she's in a psychosis at all.
Mm-hmm. There is no happy ending.
Ever.
There is no normal story structure of, we started off on a happy day and then there was a conflict and then the conflict was... No. It's just like 2 minutes in, boom, conflict, boom, it's raining, she's crying, conflict, boom, 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 boom. And then she dies. And then she didn't die. But the baby's dead. Boom. That's the whole movie. Tell me I'm lying. That's the whole fucking movie. That's it.
So you see, this is what I'm saying. There was a lot of themes, right? So you have the fact that she's in a psychosis, so that's mental health. The fact that she had police brutality. The fact that her boss was ridiculous, right?
The fact that her baby died.
The fact that she's a single woman.
Mother.
She's poor.
No money.
She can't afford anything
That's
for her
job.
kid. She loses her job.
No money for rent. It's raining. About the rain.
All of it is in the first 5 minutes.
Man.
No, that's
movie.
messed up.
Like,
Okay, maybe I do need to watch it.
And at the end, the baby's dead.
And then I think also right towards the end, there's a part where, so she has police brutality in the first 5 minutes. Then, in her psychosis, she imagines herself being shot. Like there's a whole bunch of police people they're about to kill her. But then, they don't kill her. She wakes. I mean, she doesn't wake up, but like,
saying she died, but then
He just wanted to
He
see
wanted
it.
to put in a lot of, even like police to police, when that one lady tried to lie about what happened. Right? Not Tiana Taylor, the white lady.
Oh, sorry.
When the white lady tried to lie. But it was about
That's the best thing about the movie.
Police.
She nailed it.
She nailed it. But it was about police protecting each other, right? Your brother in blue did something, but you are afraid to say for repercussions, right? There was a lot of themes that was in this one movie, and the movie is only an hour or so long, and it's like there's not that much time to put in everything this lady goes through.
There was one consistent thread.
Tessa,
Black women suffering.
And you see, and that's what, like, your guys.
Because even Tiana herself
Suffered.
couldn't even do a fucking job. Serious.
No, she couldn't. But also Tiana, remember, she was raised by a single mom, and she was in foster care for some time. And so that's why she understood what was happening. There's another black woman. Also, the only person who didn't suffer was the Sherry Shepherd.
Hey there, lovely listeners. So listen, running a podcast in Zimbabwe is quite the journey. It requires resources. And when I say resources, I mean money, time and effort. Wondering how you can support us? Well, we've got you covered with InnBucks. Or World Remit if you're on the other side of the world and you'd love to contribute. Our InnBucks number is 077 810 3171. Whether it's the cost of a cup of coffee or a virtual high five, every little bit of your support counts. Remember, supporting our podcast isn't about funding our caffeine addiction, though it is in part, but your support keeps our podcast alive and thriving and helps us create more content, ensuring that our laughter echoes through your devices. Thanks again for being part of our community and for listening.
Okay.
So you were saying, sorry, like I've just picked up on something here. You said Tiana Taylor is because she was raised by a single mom. Then also this Han is Ising because she's a single mom.
Yes.
It just feels like a dark shadow over single mom.
Oh yeah. Didn't you see Shadia's response to the movie?
Oh no, I
What
didn't.
is it?
I don't.
Tyler Perry is a genius. I don't know how he jokes, but that's he's a genius because he has mastered it. Single mothers are pathetic, and that movie was pathetic, and the single mothers love it because or something like that. That was his
I
take.
kind of agree with him though. I feel like his explanation that these are the women I see in my life, I don't think that's why he does
not
it.
it.
I think he does it because he knows people of a certain demographic are definitely going to watch it.
Yeah.
And that is
And-
black people. So when the
Yeah.
black people watch, they can
But
relate.
It's beyond the black people. There's this disgusting trope about black women and how society has become comfortable with us just being the bottom of the barrel. Because God forbid a story about a black girl happy, thriving, like living a good life, thriving. Let me be the villain. Let me be the rich girl who's doing something bad to others. Why?
see, it ends-
Why?
With her going to jail.
She goes to jail, but she's a victim.
Yeah.
It's always.
Yeah, but also, she tried to rob a bank. It was like a whole thing. But she didn't
Try to rob a bank.
She just wanted $521. But she
Fucking Tessa.
but she still does not get the happy ending. She still does not. I mean, we get all the protests and protesting was also part of it. Like the whole thing. It was way too many themes that he tried to put in one movie, but it is predominantly black women suffering. And I think, and I will say, there is a bit of a pandering to whiteness because that makes white people comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they will watch it too. Happily so.
And it will, because right now it's number 1 on Netflix. The whites have also watched it. And they are very happy and comfortable
Because
with that.
everyone is
premise.
buying into that story to say that, life can't be that bad. You're not a black Han.
You're not a black single mama.
You know what shocked me was like
Okay, I'm not.
when this movie dropped, it's like number 1 even in Zim. I'm like everybody. Zim influencers is straw. I was like, y'all love Tyler Perry movies this much? And I think it's very telling how like people buy, especially Africans, love these stories, these struggle stories.
Why? Because I will see how you even said the Black and Beauty in Black. It's supposed to be about luxury, black people in luxury, but it doesn't end up being that because it's not a consistent theme that people are comfortable with.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a trade-off.
Yeah.
You can't
can't have
just
it all.
be a pretty black Han in luxury. There's got to be something.
You gotta be a stripper, baby.
She's doing something in Dubai. Oh, I'm going on a trip to Dubai. Hey, there's Mbinga. There's a horror story.
peeing
I'm
on
eating
people.
poop. You know what I mean?
Always has to
Do
be
you have
something.
it must be a hoe. Her life is fake on Instagram.
This is true.
Okay, but then why? Like, why is it uncomfortable? Because that is not now, maybe, I don't know. I've never lived in America. I have known nothing, right? But we do see that there are Black women living in luxury. Why aren't those stories
being told?
Cool? Like, no, they're being told, but why aren't they cool enough to attract?
Nobody likes the story of that. Because, I mean, look at Hidden Figures. That was Taraji as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a brilliant fucking story, and it's real. It's about the Black women behind NASA and how their work was not recognized.
Even that one with Kerry Washington.
It was cool. We just like, so yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, brilliant. But it's just like, no, we want the rain, no rent, baby daddy drama. That's my man is cheating.
So because I saw like a TikTok where like there were two women like looking at the screen the way like guys look at football matches and crying, and they're watching Straw and they're like literally bawling, like they're like crying, and I was like, yo, this movie must be intense. What do you feel like really resonates with like all these people who are crying?
Okay, look, I cried, right? 80% of that was a luteal phase. I don't know if everybody gets it. No, but for real.
Wait,
like just hormonally, like show me a TikTok of cute kittens. Probably I'm crying too. But I wouldn't call it a resonating, but it's just like, it's just fucked up. It's just like,
it's not right.
What the hell? It's more of an empathy cry than this is what life is. But it's like the story that's being forced down our throats that, you know, bottom of the barrel, being Black. It's like if you listen to our episode, we were talking about marriage and the pressure that's being, it's like, I feel like this, like I said, how the world has just decided that Black women are at the bottom of the food chain, and that's just what makes sense and makes people feel comfortable.
I also don't want to be disingenuous, right? Like I said, I didn't cry. I understood it, right, in the context of Black America. Anyone in Africa who sat there and said, I resonate with this, I'm so confused, because I don't think that maybe there are aspects of it that you can get, but I can't think that the entire movie you are saying, this is my life. Like, sometimes because of Hollywood, even remember when we were talking about like that Drake Kendrick beef, and we were like, why are you getting emotional? Because
you're tender. Why are you
getting emotional?
Friendships died.
You know, and I think sometimes we do take on people's culture and then we make it our own. Like I've seen a lot of people,
American
exactly. We've taken that on as our struggle. I can understand if for them it resonated. I can get it. Right? There are a lot of these stories, but us here in Africa, I don't think we can take it on the same way. But I think that we should then turn the tables. Right? Let's try in this episode to not talk about struggle culture. Let's talk about the times where women are treated like princesses. Get that princess treatment, get that luxurious type of treatment, right? So we did a poll sometime back, and we asked Zim women how they have experienced princess treatment and what that means to them. Okay, so I'm going to read you some. This girl says,
I'm expecting some big things.
But you see, why? You see, there's so much pressure to just undermine the enjoyment of Black women. Because think of all the lux or, you know, a luxury associated black women, even in the American culture space. Who's it?
Who? When you say
Luxury.
artist, what do you mean?
Luxury associated people.
Yeah,
Jackie,
just
I
like
know.
black women in.
Yeah, Jackie, I know.
Jackie, I know.
Who's that? Oh, yeah, I
The
see who
makeup
you mean. Oh, I see. Okay.
And she's very unapologetic about her luxury. And I love that.
Yeah, she says, guys, I'm living the life.
But even then, people started hating on her at some point. Like,
yeah, and she
people always
got
hate on her.
lots of backlash.
lots of backlash, and it was more so like your attitude is not, now we can't relate to your content because
You see.
because I just can't relate to this content.
But
you
I've
know?
grown.
Yeah, it's
Because I can afford
it's
your
because
lifestyle.
you don't fit into where society has put where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Something has to be wrong.
Yeah.
She's been working for how many years? More than 10 years.
She's been in the content.
So wouldn't it be
like-
weird if she just stayed the same?
Wouldn't it be? Okay, anyway, I'm going to read you some. Somebody said, I never drive. He always picks me up because he knows I hate driving. When I'm at his place, I've never cooked.
Yes.
He even got new sheets because I mentioned offhandedly that my sheets at home were better.
Egyptian cotton.
My babe pays a subscription for me to get massages each month.
Whoa.
My boyfriend refuses to let me open anything. Doors, cabs, drinks with twist tops. Any container he hands me is always open.
Cute.
When I hand it back, he closes it and puts it away.
That's
I
so
don't
cute.
lift a finger.
That's so cute.
Every present he gives me is so thoughtful and specific to me, constantly making time for me. And he reminds me to take my medication and other self-care. He reads me to sleep and constantly fixing my hair and clothes. I never touch a door around my man. He never goes to bed without telling me he loves me. He remembers my favorite snacks and drinks and gets them for me without asking.
That's really a love language, man.
He actively plans
Graduate
dates.
snacks.
Anytime we're out shopping or dining, they ask what we're celebrating, and he says her. That's cute.
It's cute.
Right. This one actually I really loved. So this girl has endometriosis, right? And she says she started struggling with her health a few months into dating him, and he's been by my side the entire journey. I have heard and seen horror stories of how many men leave their partners at any sight of health issues. But my man has been so nurturing and caring. He goes to the doctors. He goes to every doctor's appointment. He stays up at night. He organizes my daily meds on a weekly basis and knows exactly what meds I'm supposed to be taking. He takes care of the house. He feeds me, doesn't let me lift a finger. If he suspects I'm just a little bit unwell, and he's never complained or felt or made me feel like it was too much. Even through 2.5 years of long distance dating, he would organize virtual date nights.
Okay.
I know.
This is still the same
person. He would organize virtual date nights on a weekly basis and make sure to video call me every night for 2 hours. He has been very intentional about now they're married, about in sickness and health, and for better or for worse, part of his vows, and that is honestly priceless, is what she said. And then another girlie, also with endo, says my husband is God's gift to me. Seeing him now she has a baby, seeing him now be a dad is even more amazing. He always makes sure his girls are taken care of. He doesn't want me stressed out about anything. One girl said, I feel fully loved and understood. And I get why every other relationship or attempt didn't work.
Damn.
And these are the
love that
stories
for
they
them.
don't want us to hear. And that's why you have what's as told by us.
To tell you,
We're gonna tell you that there's princess treatment for black girls.
There's good things for black girls too. And I think we shouldn't settle.
No, don't.
Don't settle.
Like imagine just telling your partner, I'm not feeling well. And they're like, no, don't even worry about it. Not, hey, you are my wife. Hey, you have duties. Hey,
You have
what,
duties.
Hey, what? Hi, guys. Wow.
Six the law.
What's up? What's up?
What say you about these testimonials?
I feel like if real lovers were tapped in, you're just given a blueprint. Like, hey, this is what it's supposed to be about. So, my dad and my mom, like, my dad is now like almost pushing 60, but he talks to my mom.
So young.
He talks to my mom like they're still dating. Like he'd be planning out little things and stuff like that. So I kind of grew up in a household where it's like, you have to constantly show for your person. So I think it's definitely necessary to hear stories like that, because you just get someone who actually likes you, who actually appreciates you, and some of this stuff, it just happens like naturally, you know.
I think we've said this time and time again on this episode. Date your type. Is that what we say? Date your type?
Yeah.
But don't date people that like you.
So my question 6. Why is it not cool to talk like this in the public space? Because like I've never heard you, you know, talk, what can I say, in a manner that makes you seem like
like what?
Like the lover boy.
It's not popular. And even amongst girls, which I'll throw back to the other side of the room, why is it so taboo or rare for people to just openly speak like this? To be like, oh, I'm happy, or my man is nice to me, or this and that.
Because people are Ruiz.
You see?
What? No, because they're Tyler Perrys of this world who fetishize struggle. So when you speak out, oh, you know, my man's is holding the door open for me. He never lets me lift a finger. He's cheating. Like it'll always be something with people, and I think that's why sometimes people want
and
to.
They'll literally find him.
Yes.
And dig until they find
something.
What the problem is, because
his ex, they did the, you know, like things that don't even concern you, they will find. So I feel maybe that's why people tend to want to keep their cute stories to themselves.
Is this the same reason then that we do, you know, when there was the elbow trend or the one arm, but you never show the person's face? Because you know how, like when girls, when the girls are dating and like they want to show that, like, guys, I'm happy here, but I'm not going to tell you who. I'm just going to show you an elbow or a finger.
Also, people are weird.
Yeah.
Because like even with my partner, you know, we were even just laughing about this the other day. If I post him, okay, fine, lots of likes, whatever. If I post and tag him, his Instagram requests are like 50% of my followers list. Same thing with him. Where now all of a sudden, and it's like, you know, boys and girls, but mostly girls on both sides, where it's like girls that are on his followers list will then now be in my
because they want to see who is she.
Now everyone's like,
is she deserving? Is she
and that's
worth it?
weird. So even if it's not for me, like, okay, it's not that I don't want to speak about, you know, princess treatment or whatever, but it's also just like people are just so weird.
They're weird about
because okay, fine, girl, you know me from Form 2. why are you adding him on Instagram? Like, what?
Yeah.
Because I want to see what he's doing. And I want to see what he's doing.
You say something that's very that's very that's very true. Because okay, for example, like for me, right? In my situation, I feel like it's even worse.
Yeah.
Because of who the person is, I feel even on Instagram or whatever, I feel like the moment I even put a tag, it's gonna be like, ew,
Who's that? Who's that?
Like, no.
But I guess, I don't know. Maybe sometimes it's not ill intent. I don't think, like maybe sometimes it's not ill intentioned.
Do you think it's curiosity?
I'm craving a love story, guys.
But that's why I said.
And
weird.
I know Amanda, so she's now with someone. I'm craving the love story, so I follow
why
both
not
of you.
just watch from Amanda's perspective, because that's who I know.
But I
want
want
both POVs.
both of the people. Until they've posted that they're together, I want to see both of them. I think it's ill-intentioned when you then follow someone's husband or boyfriend and then you go and DM them. Oh, do you see Chido was out or whatever. There is a Did you see Chido was here? Or do you even know your girlfriend? She does this and the other. That's now what the hell? But if it's someone who knows, I feel like if it's someone who knows me and then they go and follow my partner, I don't think I would have a problem with that. Because also my partner has told me this person, and this person are in my follow requests. But if you now go and you now start talking to my person, that's a whole different type of story now. That's a whole different, okay, I thought you liked our love story, but now, what's this?
I actually think that the way you have a combined page, right?
Oh, that one.
Exactly.
Follow that.
Because you have a combined page, rather follow that combined page. And because that's where, at the very least, the couple things are.
Yeah.
Your individual accounts are very individual accounts, right? Which is good because this one is in the gym, this one is lawyering, he's also lawyering, this is court, this is business, right? And then you guys have that. And I think if you do it that way, there aren't two POVs. You're seeing what we are wanting to share with you, right? And I think if more couples did that, perhaps it would be okay. I don't know. But the other thing that I want to say is I remember I was telling Anesi this, that I have a friend, right, who is with somebody, right? But they were completely different when it comes to like social things. She's not a social person. She doesn't like to go out. Her person, very social, likes to be outside, loves it, right? But today is a Saturday. On Monday, it'll be picture, I saw him here. Picture, I saw him here. Picture, did you know he was here? Picture, did you know he was here? Picture. And it's like, you're being weird, right? Because worse if it's someone, why do you not think I know where my person is? Just because you don't see me doesn't mean like I don't know where my person is. But like, two, why do you think it's your place to tell me where my like, why are you monitoring his whereabouts?
This is what I'm saying. People fetishize suffering in Black relationships and whatever. Black stories. Black stories are supposed to have a suffering, element, a suffering arc type.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people just don't.
Yeah, because even when I say people get weird, even if you look at most public couples and how if they break up, it starts with, she deleted all of his pictures on her Instagram page. Boom, now they're on his. He's also not deleted. Something's going on. And then there's that thing where once you're now there, people then have this entitlement to say that, well, you used to post each other. So if you guys break up, we also deserve to know what's happening because now we're inside the relationship. And I think that's what I mean by it being weird because it's so...
I actually, funny enough, I saw just 2 weeks ago, I saw there's a girl that used to post her person, right? Especially in the beginning of the relationship. She posted, we're going out, we're eating. He would be like in the post. And then like she started posting other things, or she would post like she's gone out, but like it would be a selfie or like the food or whatever, right? There were many assumptions that they broke up. Only for last week to pop up and she's engaged to the same person that everybody thought she had broken up with. And it was like the same people that were now making those assumptions about, they have to have broken up, did not come back to fix their posts and say, we were wrong. They just left it like that. But now the same person, congratulations. 2 weeks ago, you were lying on me because I chose to post different content. Now, this week, now that I'm engaged, what's the story? How did it happen? No, congratulations. Now we're friends again. And I do get that people are weird. And I think it was Kevin, the wedding planner, who had also stopped posting things because he was thinking he had the third eye on him. Exactly.
What is it?
Evil eye. And he had also stopped because he was saying, you people are weird, right? And I'm trying to give you good content, but you guys don't wish good for me.
Exactly.
So now I'm going to just stop giving you things that and now you guys are mad. Mad that I'm not posting things anymore. Now you feel entitled to this, but when I do post it and I'm trying to give you, and imagine this is a person who actually is trying to give us black luxury in a sense, right?
Black love.
And black love. He's really like his posts are so good.
I'm the love.
I think I know what you're thinking.
The love.
What am I thinking?
I think we know. I think I know what you're thinking.
I'm not sure. What are you thinking?
How about you say what you think and you say what you were thinking?
I want to telepathically say what I'm thinking.
A few moments later.
I saw a tweet that he broke up a marriage.
That's what I was
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
How? But you see, that's the thing. Those are not the monitoring spirits that we're talking about. It's
I don't
not
believe
even
that.
true.
It can't be.
They were listening.
Okay, let me not. Anyway, but my point is, Kevin does give us black luxury, black money, black people being successful, like uber rich.
Yeah.
We've seen it, but you don't want those stories. Now you are royaring the man. Why can't you just let us have nice things? In any case, you tell me now. I've told you what other princess treatment is. You give me examples of what you think princess treatment is. And since Chido has a high expectation of princess treatment, it cannot be opening doors and paying for dates. Go. Anyway. Come on, guys.
I feel like there's no limit to what it is and can be, because it is opening doors and paying for dates, because there's gonna be millions of expressions of it. And I think the essence of princess treatment is not needing to put a lid on it. It never ends. It will surprise you every single day. It's just about kindness and being treated like you're special. And princesses get a lot of things. It's the basics, it's the extremes, but for me really it's just the basics, because if at the heart of it you have somebody who's saying, I care about you, it's gonna look like reading books and like showing up to a hospital, and it's all the little moments.
It's in the everyday life, I think. It's the small things, like just in your day-to-day kind of,
and like paying attention, right?
Paying
attention to what that person, not like you go buy a gift that you wanted and then you made it into my gift, which is our gift. Like you go buy a TV and you're like, but I bought her a TV. You want wanted that TV. Let's be honest.
Because sometimes it's just in my ovulation phase and all I want is a chocolate cake.
Oh,
delicious.
ovulation was very specific.
Oh gosh.
Just saying.
I liked how all the girls were saying he listens and he's attentive. So it's like, okay, you know I'm sick today, and you've listened to that and you've made plans around that. You know I'm like this today, and you've made plans around that. That was really sweet.
Yeah.
I have a question. How can we encourage more of this? Just for people to share more of the good stuff.
Stop being weird. No, for real. Stop being weird. Stop being weird.
Stop following people's mans and
It's just,
woman
I don't
names.
know. There's a way that people make it seem weird to be happy and loud about it. And even if you're happy, it's just like, being in a space where someone starts off with, oh, I had such a bad day, this and this happened, this and this happened. It kind of gets weird to be like, what? I just had the best day of my life. Everything of mine is the opposite of you. It just, I don't know, it's just been a human taboo.
That's true. Because we should all be suffering and struggling.
Kuchema never no chema.
And why is your stuff working out and not mine?
I also think, like, if you are the kind of person who is secure in yourself, right? And I don't mean like, yes, you will always have some kind of insecurity. You will always have some kind of need or longing or something, but not to borrow Amanda's words, weird, in that now I can't have it because you don't, right? You no longer make it a safe space for me. So if something good does happen to you, right, I should be able to celebrate with you, right? And even if I still wish that for myself, I should still, when you are telling me a story, I should be happy that you are happy, that more Black women are finding those things, right? Similarly, if it was like, say we all are seeking employment, right? Say the four of us are unemployed, and then one of us gets employed. Why can we should be able to celebrate that one that got employed instead of being like, oh, now she's different. Now that she's got a job, now she thinks she's better than us. No, we want her to sit down in the bottom and the pits where we all are so that we're all comfortable.
But this is why I say it's witchcraft. That is actual. I'm sorry, but you may say, you don't touch herbs and the like, but if you cannot be happy when others are happy, you're a witch.
But you know what's weird? I actually think that's more unrealistic. Because if we think about it practically, right? Think about the Black women that you know and are friends with, or even just the people you know and are friends with. 9 times out of 10, those people are happy for you, or at least will pretend to be, right? And if they're not, if they keep it inside themselves and they'll never express it.
Yeah.
But the popular culture is, move like lasagna, what? Yeah, ups, move in silence, this and that and that.
And be watching.
You know what? I feel like there's this sense of paranoia that's been created. But if you look at it realistically, I don't think it's real.
Exactly.
That's true.
My haters, Ariko.
Who's your hater?
That's also true. Because we out here creating our own ops. In your head, everybody's an op. Because we don't care.
But think about it, even in our own friend circle, I can't imagine it.
No.
I can't, guys, I want you to be a millionaire, please.
Please.
Take us there. I want to see you win, because that's we're winning at home. You know what I mean?
For everyone.
And I feel like that about almost everyone. Guys, Coco, I don't watch tennis for shit, but I was like, yes! know what I mean?
Go.
And I feel like that's more popular than the other part where people are like, oh, ew, she won the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Like, who's,
Meanwhile, you
know?
don't even hold a tennis racket to save your life.
I don't know, man.
I just think more women should share more stories. 6, I'm going to come to you to end. Tell me. You've told me about your father, but tell me about you.
Yeah.
How? How do you?
He ran away.
I thought I just scared. I was like,
No, come back. Tell us what. Now you know that the women want to be heard, they want to be listened to, they want to be liked.
yes.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Tell me, how do you do it? Tell men.
Well, first of all, you know, with the princess treatment, princesses don't get a day off, so it's a daily thing, you know.
Okay, sir.
It's a daily thing. You gotta cook on a daily, you know.
Page extra.
You know what I'm saying? We're not back. Let me cook. Let me cook. No, but okay, seriously, it's like I think a lot of the stuff is really just paying attention. It's like also just knowing your person, and also it also comes with sometimes you need to remind your person to eat, because hands and food, like these girl meals which you all be having.
Girls dinner.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll make sure like, yo, have you eaten? And have you eaten is like also like, yo, you need to eat type thing. So it's really just going above and beyond, just being intentional, just going like, okay, this is a date. And also like just like keywords, like remembering, oh, she mentioned she likes this. Okay, from out and I see that, I'm like, oh, she likes this. So it's like a surprise and stuff like that. And also being conscientious of like what time of the month it is and stuff like that. Understanding stuff like luteal phases and stuff like that. You know?
Thanks, 6. You can say thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? So
But don't be weird. They're like brackets.
we ain't doing all that.
And please, if everyone is listening, none of the things I read out had anything to do with man. This thing of, hey, princess treatment, girls are gold diggers, girls want. I said he read a book. It was probably a book she already had. All you had to do was pick it up and read it.
Yeah.
You know, it was, he opens the door, and we don't know whose car it was, but the door was open.
She could have even been hers. She could have been
When he opens the door, you know, don't like this. I get really frustrated when it's like, oh, you
It's
guys,
about money.
yeah, it's always about money. Girls are always just wanting money. Hey, princess treatment, do you want you want us to buy you wigs and na. Some girls don't even like wigs. Where are you getting this from? You know, but like if you know your person, it could be something something so small that has nothing to do with money, even just words, reassurances, you know, I love you. This girl said he does not tell me he loves me. This girl said he did video calls with me. It had nothing to do with money. Please, I beg, stop this now. Yes, Amanda.
We also, sometimes it's just about money.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. I'm picking up points of emphasis. But yeah, why? What about this whole Barney Stinson, Andrew Tate type of approach that says like, don't be too nice to Hans because you're a simp and they'll just do you dirty. Girls don't really like the nice guy. They actually need you to be an asshole. Narrative.
Ugh.
Yeah, what say you? What's the
I'm talking to you, 6.
6 says I'm a lover boy. I don't know who Barney Simpson is.
But like it's always context, because there's no guy who's gonna sit down and say that.
I think
If a young boy was asking you about girls, is that what you'd have said to him?
Nah. I think what happened with the whole Andrew Tate thing was like, I think it's I do believe, then this is just me and this is my male mind, and you can correct me if not. I do think women do appreciate a guy who is assertive and knows himself. right? Not controlling, who's confident and stuff like that. So I think when Andrew Tate now, they took it to the point of like, nah, you have to control every motion. She can't leave the house. She has to be barefoot. She has to be at home. She can't have a career. That type of thing. So it went to a toxic place. But then if I was talking to a young man, and which I do talk to, have younger cousins and all that, it's really just about being a gentleman, right? Bringing it back to that simple fact of just being a gentleman. Because a lot of the things even that Kuda was talking about, like opening doors, or you don't walk into like a room before, your person, that's little things. But I think that's the sort of lost art. But when Andrew Tate, they've just like manipulated it and made it like a very transactional relationship, and actually very, I don't know. It's very difficult for me to really understand like where they're coming from, because it's like
They can't get in.
yeah, it's like, and I'm just not like, I haven't seen, the way I was raised wasn't like that, so it's very difficult for me to see the angle.
I just how Chido then said it's because they can't get in. I'd like to disagree though. I feel like to a certain extent, playing on people's insecurities and specific emotions gets you places with women. And I guess that's the playbook. Play on people's emotions. If she's an insecure person, do this, and the other. It's there. We can't then say they only love boys, because people are manipulative and they do that. And they have a playbook which does work, because they do get girls, but they don't get wives and they don't get girlfriends. I think that's the issue, because it depends on what are you using your playbook for. If you're using your playbook to just smash and onto the next person, it does work, unfortunately, because we are emotional people and we do react a certain way to certain things. So I think it's there. But now I guess it's on us as women as well to see it when it's happening, to be like, I'm being gaslit here, he's doing this. So I wouldn't say it's far-fetched, and I wouldn't want to say that the internet is a liar all the time. I think it's there and we should be wary of it.
Okay. Guys, love is not corny.
What?
Love is not
Those
corny.
the closing words.
Yeah, love is not corny. Guys, be in love, and if you want to be open and public about how much you're being treated well, I think it's good. I think it also gives men motivation. Like the person who's doing it for you also knows that you're also appreciative of what they're doing. And then that gives them more fire to do more things for you. And then you must share it so that other girls don't settle, that they know that there are people out there, if you are patient enough to wait and not settle for everything, and, that they could get that love too. And if that's what they want, I don't know. Maybe some people do like the bad guy thing. I don't know. Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you next week.